Welcome to Take It or Leave It, where I ask my husband slash personal trainer of 10 years whether this trending video is advice that we should take or leave. This video is a program that I found specifically for men. So I'm going to let you just get into it and we'll see.
For the boys.
So you're going to be working out 4 days a week. On Monday, chest day. Tuesday, back day. Wednesday, shoulders. Thursday, leg day.
I don't like it.
Because of the isolation.
Yeah. Why are you doing a whole day for your shoulders? These tiny little muscles right here. You're going to do a whole day for that, and you're also going to do 1 day for your big old leg muscles, and you're going to say that that's a balanced workout program? It's not. Like, don't do a bro split. The first exercise you do, you can bring a lot of effort to. The second exercise to, you can bring good effort to. The third exercise, you can bring pretty good effort to. And then after that, it's like, junk volume. Like, you're tired. That muscle group is tired. So you can't realistically get enough work in 1 day that's going to be intense enough to drive the best possible results.
I could imagine there's also a benefit to like hitting a muscle 2 times versus 1, just in the week period, right?
100%.
So,
If you train at least twice a week in terms of your muscle frequency, that's much better than once.
For chest day, I would do the flat bench press, the incline bench press, dips, cable flies, and then I would do tricep extensions.
All right, so we're adding in some isolation work on the chest day with some triceps, also our pushing muscle, which is solid because then we're gonna hit arms too. All the movements that he mentions are good movements.
all right, so check on the movements.
So like, they're fine. Again, like it's gonna be kind of boring doing barbell bench press and barbell incline press back to back, but they're both good movements.
Okay, so the movements
some
individually,
overlap.
great.
Yeah.
If we move them around.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's some redundancy, but that's kind of the point, right? Like we're working just one muscle group, so there's only so much imagination you can use to hit the chest in different ways. But I mean, he's hitting the flat bench, he's hitting the incline bench, which is going to emphasize the upper chest a little more. He's hitting dips, which is going to emphasize the lower chest just a little bit more. Like none of those things happen in isolation where we're only going to hit upper or lower chest. But like there's some different distribution of the stimulus, so it's good that he's doing that type of variety. But like, yeah, I'd rather not do all 3 of those things in a row and spread them out throughout the week. It's more enjoyable if you ask me.
All right.
For back day, I would do 4 sets of pull-ups, 4 sets of lat pull-downs, 4 sets of cable rolls, 4 sets of stiff arm pull-downs, and 4 to 8 sets of some kind of bicep curls.
Yeah, so same idea here, adding the bicep curls in as like an arm accessory on pull day. Biceps are pull muscle. Pull-ups, lat pull down, super redundant. Stiff arm pull down, relatively redundant with those 2 as well. Only 1 rowing variation, so I probably would have included more of a balance between a vertical pull that the chin-ups and pull-downs are and a horizontal pull like what rows are. But again, nothing bad with these movements. They're all good movements overall.
Okay.
On shoulder day, I would do 4 sets of military press, 4 sets of lateral raises, 4 sets of rear delt flies, 4 sets of shrugs, and then I would do 4 sets of bicep curls and 4 sets of tricep extensions.
Yeah, I mean, adding double arms work for the shoulder day since, again, they're the smallest muscles that are getting their full day of work. But also, like, interesting choice that, like, 1 compound movement for the shoulders and then a bunch of isolation ones, whereas, like, all of our other exercises so far have been compound movements. So kind of shortchanging the shoulders. Not to say those isolation movements are bad, but just 1 big movement for your shoulders, like, probably could have done more than that.
What do you mean by isolation?
Like the lateral raises, the rear delt raises that he mentioned are isolation movements, whereas the military press is a compound movement. So just a bigger movement working through like multiple joints and larger range of motion.
Oh, okay.
On leg day, I would do 4 sets of squats, 4 sets of split squats, 4 sets of leg press, 4 sets of leg extensions, 4 sets of leg curls. I would try to lift as heavy as I could with good form.
Simple exercises. There's no hinge there, so that's an opportunity, is to throw in a deadlift of some kind to work your posterior chain, your glutes, your hamstrings.
All right, last question, because I was curious. This one's geared towards men. What would you change, alter, suggest for women?
Are we just saying, can women do this and get results? Like, yeah. Now, typically the training differences that will come from men and women are that men and women tend to have different goals in terms of muscles that they want to emphasize. Men will be chest and back, and women will typically be lower body, especially glutes. So again, his leg day is missing any hinge movement that's going to emphasize the glutes a little bit more than like squats and split squats will. So there's definitely exercises that I would work in there more for women who tend to have different goals. But fundamentally, like, it doesn't have to be just for men. Like, this would work for women too. I don't think that it's the optimal program for most people, regardless of gender. But like, it doesn't have to be just for men.
Okay, so take it or leave it.
I guess like begrudgingly take it, because like it's not bad. Like, if you do this, you're gonna build some strength, you're gonna build some muscle. I don't believe that it's optimal, and I am of the mind of like, I want to optimize my training because I want to put less time into it.
Right.
Like, I want to get more out of less from my training, and so that's where optimization comes in.
Right.
Now, the really cool part about strength training is that it's very forgiving. And what I mean by that is you can do a suboptimal program and get results. So that's why you see people who are doing bad programs who look fit, is because like that
You're
strength
still doing something.
yeah, and like if you're doing some good work and you're working pretty hard, like you will get some results. Now, the question is like, do you want to build the optimal amount of muscle and definition and strength, and do you want to do it in the least amount of time possible? If so, like, you're going to need an optimal workout program. But if you're fine kind of extending that timeline, be like, I'll get there when I get there in terms of my muscle building, I'll get there when I get there in terms of my strength, I don't mind putting, 60 to 90 minutes in instead of 45, then like, yeah, like this will work.
So there you go. Take it if you want to do one part a week, one body part per day. That.
Yeah.
Take it.